Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down, these 2. Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Michel. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a 1st down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brady now on 1st down. Check this one down to Michel. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gillislee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Tannehill on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Michel. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check 24, check 24. Right! Watch Mike.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Gillisley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Quick. Hey, 20. Go. Play.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Deep.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Deep. Play.
Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Again, this is Michelle. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And it's Michelle once again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here's White. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go!
Now Gillisley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Ready? Hey. Four down. Ozzie!
Brady going to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Back to throw, Brady. He fights him off. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
He's back to throw. Wiggles free. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriot fans certainly happy to see Claiborne wearing their jersey this season.
Obviously a good pickup by the AFC champs, and you have to go back to when Claiborne came into the league. A 1st-round pick with Tampa Bay. But just remember last season, 6 sacks in 1 game against Dallas. You'll remember Adrian Claiborne's name from that point on.
Who was blocking in that game?
No one.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.